Okay, so it's time for another unboxing. This time I've got the Spektrum DX4S. I've purchased this for my Traxxas cars. I'm going to use it for that. Probably I wanted to get the 4S because previously the other Spektrum car remotes wouldn't actually do the 4 channels required for the Summit. The maximum they went up to was 3 channel. With the Traxxas Summit, you've actually got a total of 4 channels because you've got the diff lock, you've got the low and high speed changer to change between your low and high speed box, and then obviously you've got steering and throttle. So I needed the 4 channels. Decided this was the one to get. I'm going to use this actually instead of the DX2 that came with my Blackjack 29 boats. I'll be using this mainly for boats and cars. I'm going to actually try out the Spektrum land-based radios, land-based receivers, because there's, you can get them off Hobby King quite cheaply. They'll work because this is backwards compatible with the DSM2, but this is actually using the new DSMR protocol, and it will actually have a DSMR receiver, so there's some enhancements with the DSMR module. This has actually got the inbuilt aerial, very much like the DX18, so I actually have the DX18 QQ, very much like the new design that they're going with the inbuilt aerial, so you don't actually have a chance of breaking it off. It's actually got, just looking on the back here, so what's included, so they include the batteries. It's just AA batteries, but I'm going to look for the LiPo upgrade on that. There's a variety of different grips. It's got the SD card, telemetry, I believe, let's just have a look, the model memory. So this got the telemetry on it. I believe it's a 30 model memory actually on there. Yeah, 30 model memory. So let's take a look inside the box and see what we get. Okay, so it just opens from the bottom. Okay, so we've got the manual and the stickers to kind of put on your car. They're quite nice. And then inside, it's quite clean packaging. We've just got this little box here. I would imagine this is going to have the buying plug and the grips. So we've got our grips there, different grips for different size hands. There's a little foam pad here. This little foam pad is obviously for the LiPo pack, because that's going to be slightly smaller than the AA, the four AAs you got there. Just open this. So the interchangeable rubber grips, so I'll have to see which one I prefer. There's a switch there. Not sure why Spektrum always includes these, I never use them anyway, but there's a switch and a buying plug. Got the other grip, and then the foam pad. Okay, so we've got the new DSMR 2.4 GHz land-based receiver. It's got the 4 channels, just make sure it can focus. Interesting, it's only got the 1 aerial, so the Blackjack 29 I've got, it's got 2 aerials, so I guess the marine-based receivers are slightly different. So I'll have to look with the actual, if I use the Hobby King orange receivers, they're just 1 aerial as well, so I don't know. Maybe leave a comment on the video if you have any experience with that, how good those orange receivers are when it comes to marine use. I've got a Kyosho Jetstream I'm going to probably use it in, and another old boat that I want to kind of get running again. Okay, so we've got the transmitter itself. feels really nice. Yeah, I'm used to the actual Spektrum flight-based transmitters, so they're generally made out of metal. So, well, certainly the DX18QQ is, but I guess this is going to take some abuse being plastic. It's got a nice foam surround on the wheel. The wheel itself's got a nice kind of spring on it, so that's kind of nice. The buttons themselves don't feel the best, but I think they'll be okay. We've got like a dial there, I guess, works with the menus, and then the display on top, and then you just got the roller wheel on the end. Let's just take a look if it actually comes with any batteries. It does say on the box that it does come with batteries. So let's just take a look where the batteries might be. Oh, here we go. So the batteries are lying at the bottom of the box. Okay. I'll have to find out if I can use just a regular Hobby King LiPo pack rather than buying the Spektrum one, so I'll have to look into that. But if we just turn it on, got a nice light there. And then that's the default display, so it's got a nice backlight to it. We've got standard information, timer, information with regard to brake settings. I'm kind of new to some of these newer car radios. This is the first high-end car transmitter I've had, so I'll have to look into this. So when you go into the menu system, you've got model select, so you've got your 30 models there. Have to look whether it actually splits out between cars and boats as well, like you've got with the transmitters for the planes and helicopters, because obviously that separates out between planes, helicopters and gliders. So we've got exponential, bind, subtrim, timer, switch, mixing. So mixing if you've got four-wheel steering, something like that. Servo speed, trim step, ABS, throttle punch, model reset, monitor, system, and then telemetry down the bottom. So nice bright display. I have to see also what the range is like with this built-in module on the top. Hopefully, I know the Traxxas transmitters are very good range-wise, so hopefully this will be just as good, if not better. But yeah, I'll maybe do another video after I've had some use, and I can talk about what I like about it and what I don't like. Okay, that's it for this unboxing. Remember to subscribe to stay in tune for future videos. Rate the video and leave a comment if you've got any questions.